What up, you guys? Welcome to today's practice. We've been talking about the fight or flight stuff. If you've just popped in on this video, I'm going to encourage you to go back about, I think this is video 6, so go back about 5 of my videos and start watching from the beginning, just because the techniques are kind of building up as we're going through it. So I want you to go ahead and take a seat, sit up nice and tall, close the eyes, and just start to deepen the inhale and deepen the exhale. And I'm going to have you come to an 8-second inhale and an 8-second exhale. You'll take your time getting there. Just letting the breath build naturally on its own. Breathing in and out of the nose. Try to relax your physical body so that it drops towards the ground and everything releases. You're not trying really hard to hold your posture upright and be stiff. That said, your posture is neutral, so it's neither sloppy or super erect. But you feel this weight in the hips and this dropping down that happens in the pelvis, and then the rib cage relaxes into the waistline and the waistline relaxes into the pelvic floor. And you'll add in a slight pause after the inhale. Maybe 2 seconds, and then a slight pause after the exhale. The goal with these practices is to recognize that our natural instinct, the fight or flight or freeze response, is there to save our life in dangerous situations. But the stressors of today that we experience aren't always dangerous. They're always life-threatening. So we're training ourselves to think through these things and recognize that our internal world does not have to reflect our external world. The next time that you exhale, I want you to hold the breath out for 4 seconds. So you're breathing in for 8, you're suspending the breath for 2, you're breathing out for 8, and you're suspending the breath for 4. The pause after the inhale is called the retention, not the suspension. Sorry, I messed that up. When we hold our breath out, we're stopping ourselves from doing the thing that we do naturally every day that we never have to think about. And the longer that we start to hold the breath out, the more stressful that can become. But we know, logically, in our minds, that we're in control. We can breathe at any point in time. We're just holding the breath out to exercise an endurance with that discomfort and that panic that can happen. That deep need to take an inhale. And then we're controlling the pace of the inhale so that we don't just suck the breath in and react to the way that we feel. Right now, everybody's in their fucking feelings, man. Like, people are living feeling to feeling because the fear of everything that's going on with the COVID-19 has people stuck in their houses and hoarding goods and doing things that they wouldn't normally do, and it's amplifying that. So everything that they do is living in their feeling and then a reaction to the feeling that they're having. We don't want to react to our feelings. We want to be able to respond to our feelings thoughtfully. After the next time that you exhale, you're going to hold the breath out for 6 seconds. So your ratio is 8, 2, 8, 6. Think about moments where you respond to your emotions. And think about the outcome of those moments, the feelings that followed that reaction. Try to soften in that moment when you're holding the breath out. After the next exhale, you will suspend the breath for 8 seconds. So you're breathing in for 8, retaining for 2, breathing out for 8, and suspending for 8. I just want you to sit here. The past couple times that we've done this practice, I've had you incorporate some movement. We'll get back to that in the next video. But I want you to notice and see if you can feel the pace of your heart and the pace of your mind as you go through this count. And one thing that I used to do in my yoga classes when I was trying to bring awareness to people about their response to the outside world is I would start off talking very smoothly, as I am now. The cadence of my speech is geared towards the type of class that I'm leading. And then I would slowly start to speak faster and louder and watch how the room reacted. I wouldn't let them know that I was doing that, but that's what I'm going to do with you guys. So as you're sitting here focusing on this really slow breath, what if I were to start speaking really fast to you? And what if I were to even heighten the tone of my voice? And then what if I were to start getting emotionally upset? How does that affect your ability to focus on breathing 8 in, 2 hold, 8 out, 8 retention, or 8 suspension? Does it affect you? Does it make your heart rate? Does it make it harder for you to focus? The outside world can easily affect us. The goal is to not let that happen. The goal is to be able to pull yourself back into yourself, sit the fuck down, and calm down. Not just for yourself, but for the good of everybody around you. Keep that 8-second inhale, 2-second retention, 8-second exhale, and 8-second suspension. Fuck, it's hard to talk really fast and get your words right. It's another thing. We want to move slowly so that we're not just like spinning our wheels. After the next exhale, I want you to drop the suspension back to 2 seconds. So you're at an 8, 2, 8, 2. I just got to check the time. Okay. And I'm going to leave you sitting here. Instagram only allows 10 minutes for these IGTVs. If it were up to me, I'd take you for 30 minutes. Maybe I'll do a live class. But I just want you to sit here and pay attention to how you feel. And think about how you're in control of how you feel. Nobody else is. There are other things that are going on outside of you, but it doesn't mean that that has to change you. Listen to the sound of the breath and the sound of the count. And I'll catch you guys soon. Have a great day.